Hey you guys, welcome back to the channel. It's Trey, and let's talk about this whole Stellar Blade thing. Because apparently you got a Twitch thought. Her name is Demis, I believe, and she put a bounty out on Grums for $30,000, I believe. And some people are trying to say it's a joke or whatever, but you can't joke like this because you have influenced people. It's just like I think there was some kind of Twitch streamer, Pokemon or whatever. Not Pokemon, I don't know. I remember somebody telling me a story about a streamer who like doxed somebody, like she pulled up to their house or whatever, on a live stream, and other people kind of found out or whatever. Look, you can't predict what your fandom or people who follow you do. Once you put a thread out like that, it has to be followed up. Especially when you're another influencer threatening another influencer because you don't like their take on something. And this whole Stellar Blade uncensored nonsense, censored thing, goes back to the fact like, okay, but y'all had no problem with Baldur's Gate, where you could literally fuck a bear, be a half man, half woman, change your dick size, have multiple different sexes in the game. You didn't have no problem where, in The Last of Us, where that transgender Abby Millard was getting pounded raw back by her boyfriend or whatever. Like, nobody asked for that nonsense. Ellie and Dina having sex, again, nobody asked for that. You're allowed to, that crap right there is allowed. But Tifa got too much titties, let's put a black shirt over her because that's wrong to show off. Or let's cover up Stellar Blades, let's cover up Eve's body, some of the costumes that were promised, we're going to cover them up because that's the right thing to do. It's crazy. Or you're censoring words, or gore or whatever, just because some people are feeling some kind of way. I'm sorry, video games ain't here to make certain people feel better about themselves. If they're uncomfortable, that's on them. Don't buy the game. It's the same thing that goes back to back in the day when people were like trying to use Grand Theft Auto as a reasoning. No, look, it's rated R, it's rated M for mature. If you don't like it, don't buy it. And if your child want to get it, I understand, but you as a parent control that. But you got these grown ass people upset that you got characters like Laura Croft who got titties, Aloy who was beautiful in the first game, and in the second game, oh look, we put real hair on her face and inflated her face and desexualized her because that's reasonings. You know what I'm saying? Or you have these video games where it's a post-apocalyptic world and all the people in charge are all of a sudden women. No, that doesn't make logical sense, especially when your target audience is men. You can get mad all you want to, but 70% of video games are played by men, not women. So this notion that you need to make changes to accommodate women is completely dumb. But then you got people trying to threaten other people because they're talking about, oh, because you're trying to get your rocks off. Look, helpful. If I want to get my rocks off, there are OnlyFans, there's Cornhub, there is Corn, there is girls that I can pick up on dating apps, there is females that I have benefits with if I need to get that stuff. Me wanting to see a beautiful woman shouldn't be, I shouldn't be shamed for that. And nobody should be shamed for that, because nobody say nothing when half the men are shirtless, or we seeing their ass cheeks. Like, there's so many video games where we're not even seeing women nudity, we're seeing men nudity. Who the fuck is this shit for? Most men don't want to see no damn man's ass or his dick. They really don't. But damn near, but showing off a woman's titties or vagina, that's a problem. Like, what are y'all trying to say? There's nothing wrong with a man being attracted to a woman. Hell, it is normal. It's normal. Stop trying to destroy heteronormativity just because you feel uncomfortable with yourself. But now people are making threats to other people, and then some people are trying to say it's a joke. No, you can't say like, hey, I want this person destroyed, and I'll bring the bounty up if you guys can, dox him or find him or whatever, because I'm tired of him. You can get tired of somebody's opinion, but the moment you start threatening the person or whatever, is crazy. You know what I'm saying? Especially when it comes to another influencer. Because we're not even going to talk about the logistics of, actors, celebrities, blase, blase, or whatever. Because, I mean, at this point, that's just a whole nother thing that we're not even going to get into. But when two influencers are going at it, and one of the influencers make a threat, or tell their fandom, like, hey, y'all need to go after this person, you cross the line. And honestly, it's crazy that Twitch didn't ban this person. It's crazy that YouTube didn't ban this person. It's crazy that this person's still going on. Like, they locked their private account. Their account is now private. But my thing is, if this was the opposite way, if Grums had said what he said to her, they'd be ready to take away his sponsorship, get rid of his Twitter account, all that stuff. Like, you can't have it both ways. And that's another thing too. This misandry is getting on my nerves too, because this unbridled hate for men in particular is getting on everybody's nerves. Because if it wasn't for us men, these video games wouldn't exist. If it wasn't for us men, half of the world wouldn't even be around. So this notion that, oh, we can do things without men is crazy. It's crazy. And it's getting beyond sexist. You know what I'm saying? Like, enough. And then that's another thing too. Why is it with something that's for men, here come whining bitches, male feminists, and just feminists in general want to be like, oh, that's sexist or whatever. Don't nobody say nothing when shit is for y'all. Don't nobody say nothing when they do make a new romantic movie or a movie or a show or whatever, or products that's just straight up for women. You know what I'm saying? Don't nobody say nothing about that shit. Be like, you know what? It'd be better if Victoria's Secret include men. No, don't nobody say shit like that. But for some reason, when it's movies, it's shows, geek product or whatever, y'all always want to come in and be like, we need to make these changes for women, to include women or to include minorities and all that bullshit. Look, from one minority to another, I don't want shit changed to accommodate nobody. If you claim that you like this stuff, that's great. But like it because you like it. Don't like it because it needs to change to accommodate you. That's not how this shit works. It's not how any of this shit works. And it's kind of pathetic because they're doing the same thing with Warhammer. And they did the same thing with Dungeons and Dragons. Hasbro, the same thing. You guys keep trying to make these changes, and it's not working. Hell, they just announced that Square Enix lost $140 million because of Forsaken, because you guys decided that y'all need to listen to consultants who want to put minorities, diversity, females ahead of telling the actual story. You know what I'm saying? It made no damn sense to do games like this. Even the Lara Croft games, how the fuck she get uglier each game? Less attractive, less appealing. Then y'all tried to go back and censor the Tomb Raider 1 through 3 remasters, and people called y'all out, and y'all had to go back and do the same thing. Go back and do the same thing for Stellar Blade now, because right now people are getting refunds back from Stellar Blade. I mean, I'm still debating on whether I should get it or not, because I do want to play the game. But being censored, buying something, and then it getting censored after I brought it, that is messed up. That goes against a lot of policies, honestly, because you told me that this game was uncensored. You told me it's going to be gore, it was going to have sex appeal or whatever. And I'm excited just to get the game, just for everything to be censored because somebody got their fifis hurt, or then talking about it was always intended like that. No, because if you were honest in the beginning, you wouldn't have got the sales that you wanted. Do not lie. This whole thing right here, the whole video game industry needs to stop, because right now you guys are losing way more money. Because remember, a lot of these games costs a lot of money to go in development. And then for y'all to make changes that nobody asked for because some consultant told y'all to do. Look, I'm just being honest. Look at Hollywood. Look at y'all. You know, I'm telling you, people are not doing this. That's why people are going back and playing old retro games. And honestly, I'm thinking about going back and getting some retro games myself because those games were better. Completed games. I didn't have to wait for 4 to 5 years for a game to come out or whatever. I don't really care about this push of realism or whatever. Make a fun game. Make a fun game. Stop trying to censor crap just because somebody's fifis are hurt. This is fantasy. It's supposed to be escapism. Why can't I escape from the real world for a couple of hours? Lord knows I go through a whole bunch of stuff working at an international airport. I don't want to come home and then deal with my books, my shows, my movies, my gamings with realism and how I'm a bad person for wanting to look at beautiful women or whatever. No, it doesn't make any sense. Or I waited for this game to come out for almost 10 years and y'all locked half of the content up behind paywall, or the game needs day one patch that takes up half your fucking memory. That doesn't make logical sense. But we're the problem? No, it doesn't make any sense. And then you want to try to blame us. No, this is crazy. Stop this nonsense before you ruin more IPs. Because right now, y'all are killing IPs left and right. And again, it's not enough women and male feminists to cover the cost of us normal gamers. When we walk away from this crap, we walking away. But hey, that was my thoughts. Tell me what you guys think in the comments below, and I'll catch you guys later. Peace out.